guess I can show you my setup a little bit. This is I think it's a 12 foot Lund rowboat, circa probably 1970. I just took 3 layers of 1/2-inch plywood and glued them together, and then put a carriage bolt through the plywood, through the front oarlocks, and then screwed it down with a wing nut, and then mounted the old style deck mount fishing rod holders into the plywood. Makes them really rigid. I picked up these they're Penn, I think they're Fathom Masters. They're manual downriggers. I picked them up at a yard sale for they were inexpensive, let's just say. Would I rather have powered downriggers? For sure. But you know, it's all about being able to do it and not going too crazy with the money. You can see that I don't know why, but it makes me uncomfortable putting my rods in the holders that come with the downriggers. I'm not sure why. When I have somebody else in the boat, I don't mind it so much because they're pretty. I put them up there where that running board is, ahead of where I mount the downriggers, and they can grab them pretty easy. It's kind of a long reach for me to grab them out of that higher holder, so I don't. I just prefer to put them down in this lower section. You know, do I wish I would have turned the ones in the middle that are leaning out a little bit more? Yes. I wish they were leaning farther out. They work great with the downriggers, not so good with the dipsies. It's pretty nice to have the dipsies the rods going almost straight out the side of the boat. That just, you get a better look at, it's right in the sun. I can't really show you. It just gives you a better bend on the pole, and you can sort of see what's going on. This kind of fishing's all about bend on the pole. I mean, you can tell that downrigger rod's a little stiff for a downrigger rod. It's actually a dipsy rod. I've showed this before, but you really need that kind of bend. You're not really trying to pull the downrigger ball up, but you want enough on there where you can see, a little tap on that lure, in case you get a small fish and you don't want to drag him all around the lake for hours, or you just check your stuff every 30 minutes or so to see what's going on. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I've got the standard outboard. It's an old one too. I do love the, slow, fast idle. You sort of really dial your speed in. I used, I'm not sure what the model number is on it. It's a Garmin that has the combination GPS and fish finder on it. I find that, excuse me, I find that having the chart depth finder feature up top, and I mean, it's just having those 2 screens is nice. I mean, if you can afford to have both units, it'd probably be better because you'd have a bigger view on your depth finder. But it's it's not super cheap, but it's a reasonably inexpensive unit, and it's somewhat portable. And I power that, and if I put them on the running lights, I just use an old tractor battery, and I just charge it, like And I usually don't even have to charge it the whole time I'm here. It'll just keep going. I think we might have a fish on the dipsy rod. Wouldn't that be exciting? I think I'm going to reel that up and see. Let me turn on the other camera. Most of the time it's just seaweed, but you can hear what I'm saying. It just went from going tick like every 20 seconds to... This is the weird thing. If you catch one and it doesn't pop the dipsy, you got to kind of reel down on it pretty good. Adjust your drag up pretty tight. Try to pop it, and then I just popped it and there's not a fish on. But anyway, I back the drag off immediately as soon as I pop it. But so we got some seaweed or something on there, or just changing my direction may have changed the tick. Well, let's look at it anyway. The other thing, you know, as I was thinking, the other thing that I changed is I'm actually using my wire downrigger today, and I haven't been for the last couple days, and I haven't done very good at all on the days I didn't run the wire. And it just came to me today that, maybe there is something to that, running that wire downrigger and that weird hum that it makes. I don't know. It's just a thought.